Hello and welcome back to Not Europa Park. We are here in Blackpool Pleasure Beach for their February half-term event. Now the last time I saw you I did say that, oh hang on, we got a roller coaster. Oh, I got some bubbles. Got some bubbles on Nick Street. Oh, what the hell. Blackpool art activity right here. Now yeah, the last time I saw you was at Europa Park, and I did say that the next time I'd see you would be either Drayton Manor or Alton Towers, but that's not true because I'm here. Over there, we have a roller coaster called Steeplechase. Now I just come off Wallace and Gromit, and I believe I saw a little horse going up the hill. That's why I've come over here. I didn't realise this maze was open. I think we're going to head up to the bridge, or one of the bridges, there's one, and see if we can spot some testing. Now speaking of testing, I did put out a video the other day of Toxicator going around. I believe some of the first high quality footage of that ride going around online, and it boosted the channel quite a lot, so much so that we've now hit 200 subscribers. So thank you very much to all of you who've put up my videos. Yeah, we've got some horses in the station there. We've got all three tracks with what looks like all of the horses there. I don't know if there'll be any more testing today. It doesn't seem like there's much action happening around the park. We've got some people painting one of the game stalls down there. We've got some updates from further down the park to show you. Staying on Steeplechase, actually, all the horses have seem to be painted up over the closed season, which is very nice to see. I'll have to have a look at Infusion as well, because I believe that has also had a almost full repaint of the track. And obviously the main thing for this year is Ice Blast, or as it's now known, Launchpad. Oh, hang on, what's this? We've got, staying on repaints, we've got some nice new paint there on the red and green tracks. I can't see any on yellow at the moment, but I don't know what they're planning to do with that. They've got a week left to paint the whole thing if they're going to try and do that, but I guess we'll find out. So this is kind of a mix between a normal park vlog and a construction update kind of thing. It brings me down here to the big one, and you can see one of the sections that have been retracked in recent years. Just want to talk about future developments at the park. Obviously this year we've got Launchpad over there, refurbished shot tower, and then hopefully some point in the future out there somewhere will be a gyro swing, an Intamin gyro swing, very similar to Loki at Leesburg, which I cannot wait for. That looks awesome. And obviously the park released a statement, I believe yesterday, kind of explaining the future of some of the rides here at the park. Oh, hang on, let's wait for this. Yeah, so the park released a statement basically saying that several rides at the park will be closed. This includes Thompson Carousel down there. Obviously one of the main ones people are concerned about is Red Arrow Skyforce, which is over there. It says on the website these rides will be shut for the 2025 season. However, it's probably pretty certain that this will be it for that ride. Pointing out the retrack here is to talk about the future of this ride, because I was stood down there before I came in the maze thinking about the future of the retrack project for the big one, if anything else is going to be done to it. It started 2019 to 2020 closed season, and it carried on until I think 22 to 23, where they did the last section just behind the station there, and they've done nothing since. So I don't know if they just don't need anything else doing to it, or if they're looking to get rid of it in future years. I mean, they can't get rid of the big one, surely. It's an iconic ride here at the park. It's part of the Blackpool skyline. They cannot get rid of the big one. See, the retrack work Tasika have done is very good. Some of it's getting a bit rough, especially that first section they did down by the Boulevard Hotel. But I mean, hopefully next weekend the big one will be open. I can't wait to get back on that ride. It's one of my favourites here at the park. And in the UK, I mean, you know, it's an Arrow classic. You can't go wrong with a good old Arrow. Yeah, get me back on that train. 235 feet in the air. That's all people think it is. Oh, it's Nick Street again. But while I was stood here waiting for Nick Street to go past for a really cool transition into the next section, I'll talk about my ride on Wallace and Gromit. Now, you know, obviously River Caves has been shut for a while now. That ride has been out of action for a good year or so. The first section of Wallace and Gromit passes very close to that ride. It's in the same building, and it passes very close to where that ride runs. Now I don't know if it was just that the building was damp or if it was just some extra smell pods, but I believe I smelt some running dark ride water in that building, and if so, that's very, very promising for the future of the river caves, because that probably means that it's testing today. So you can't go around that area because it's all fenced off. It's only Nickelodeon Land, Maze, Wallace that's open for the public today. But that is a very, very hopeful sign that that ride will be open in the near future. Right, now it's time to get on some more rides. Let's go and ride our first roller coaster at Blackpool Pleasure Beach 2025 Nickelodeon Streak. Hang on, before we do that, can someone tell me what the hell these are? I mean, they're frogs, but have they always been there? Are they new? If they have always been there, I've never noticed them. Someone please help me. Oh my god, remember that clip from Blackpool closing weekend?
As you can't see, we have the Grand Prix here, which means it's going to get torn down for next year.
It's been torn down for next year. Oh my god. I don't know what this is on the side of the building. I'm guessing that's a cyclometer or whatever counts the cycles by the looks of it, and like a ride cycle timer. Yeah, it's good to be walking back through this queue line. Up into the station we go. It's a very short queue, I believe. Oh, it's not that bad. Kind of average mid-morning queue times. Back on one of the better wooden roller coasters in the country. It's actually very enjoyable ride. Can't wait. Has been on 31 for about 4 cycles now, so I don't think it's a cyclometer. But I don't know what that's used for. It's definitely not the 31st of February, is it? So it's been a bit more than 0 seconds since the train's left the station. Yeah, it was great to get back on Nickelodeon Street, but now we're going on the best ride in the world, Dora's World Voyage. I didn't know they had Nemesis Inferno at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Here we go. Oh. Almost as good as Pirates in Batavia. Oh, here we go. So last year the speakers on here were broken. They still are, but they've got the actual song playing on the speakers on here. Hola. Okay. Well, apparently we're in Russia, but we're still saying hola. Oh. Hola. Oh yeah, we're still saying hola in Tanzania.
Spanish, the international language.
I might have to go to these countries and start saying hola to everyone. Ooh. What are you trying to squirt me for? Dirty old. Alright, that was Dora's World Voyage, where we went to Spain, and Spain. Which has prepared us, because in April we may be going to Spain again. Because where are we going in April?
Yes.
Oh. Yes. Yes. Okay. That's my favourite place. We might be going somewhere there in April. Where are we going?
Portaventura!
I've made the great decision to go on this in February. So off I go.
Off he goes.
Bye!
Mildly moist, I think.
That ride is lethal. I didn't think it'd be that bad. I was on my own, but look at that. Absolutely soaked. Almost as bad as Valhalla. It's Red Flyer. Here we go, going for one more ride on Nick Street before we leave. Been on a few things since last time I talked to you. Been on Blue Flyer, been on Diego's Rainforest Rescue. Just come off Avatar Airbender as well. The cycle on that is a bit rubbish now. A couple of years ago it was great. It used to go right up to the top, but now it only goes about halfway. Thor at Drake Manor is so much better. I think even the local pigeons here know how bad that cycle is now, because there's one sat about halfway up on one of the ladders. So it definitely knows that it doesn't go all the way to the top anymore. But yeah, we'll get back on it one more time. I think we'll do Wallace again after this, and then we'll head off for some food. Just thought I'd point out there's been some more painting work done over there on the little Pinocchio horse thing. There's another ride on Nick Street. It's definitely warmed up a bit, and considering it's February, it's running quite well. So I can't wait to see how that's running in the summer. Again, it is very, very smooth on roller coaster. It's definitely one of the best in the country. Oh, a bit of Barbie Girl. Yeah, that log flume. We'll have to do that again next week, as well as Valhalla. It is a pretty soaking wet ride. Oh yeah, that's missing. Yeah, that was very fun to get back on a water ride in the UK in the winter time, as you do. No, that was me before, stuck on a lift. And that's how quiet it is now here at Pleasure Beach. That's still on 31, that counter. I still have no clue what that's for. Here's a look. Get a better look in a minute after we've been on Wallace & Gromit at Launchpad, the new refurbished S&S Shot Tower 2025. All that new repaint. It's the new white pressure cylinder that's gone in down the middle there early this week. So I'll have a proper look at that in a minute. But for now, get ourselves back on Wallace & Gromit Thrillamatic. I'll have a little look out, see if I can spot any parts that might be used for some new scenes. There we go, finishing off the rides there with a nice little ride on Wallace & Gromit. There's not many places I could really see during that ride where they get a new scene for the new movie. The one big open space I've seen is right at the end where the transfer track is, but I'm sure I've been told in the past that they need to keep the area clear for the transfer of the trains, cars, gondolas, whatever they are. So I'm not sure if they could put anything there, and there aren't that many other places really where they could fit a proper scene in for Vengeance Most Foul. So I guess we'll have to see what they do with that area. I really hope they do put in a new scene, because that movie is very good. But while we're down here, before we leave the park, I thought I'd show you a little update on Alice in Wonderland. During one of their winter maintenance updates they did, the park themselves showed off this nice little scene that's been redone at the top of the ramp there before you exit the building. And yeah, looks like they've been keeping on top of making this look very nice and fresh. And obviously we pan over to the main part of this year, which is Launchpad, the new and refurbished Ice Blast with the brand new pressure cylinder in it. I'm very excited to get back on that. One of the best shot towers I've done is Cliffhanger at Flamingo Land, and if it's anything like that, if they can get the shot and drop cycle on it, that would be great. But yeah, I think we're going to head out the park now, have a walk under the bridge, and we'll have a look at the paint job on Infusion. One thing that I did forget to mention actually, and one thing that you get a very good view at here at Watson Road, is the Grand Prix. Yeah, there's not much left of that now. There's no trace of the foundations of that helix now. It's all completely flat. You've got that one fountain there, but apart from that, it's all gone. You've still got some bits down there that run next to Icon. I did mention that bridge as well, actually, the one that I spotted on closing weekend. That's been ripped out now over the path. So I reckon over the course of this year they'll continue to dismantle that, and hopefully a new attraction will appear in this space. Let's have a look at Big Dipper. Oh, we've got a training station at Big Dipper here as we make our way down to Infusion. I'll have to stop here, there's a bit of a wall. There we go, you see Big Dipper ready to go there. Probably been testing that over the past couple of weeks. I don't know if anyone's seen the way they test the wooden coasters here at Pleasure Beach, where they start it off by sending it around with one car at a time. Yeah, it's actually really funny how they do that. It's really, really weird. It's like going on No Limits and messing around with the trains, setting it to one car and sending it around. But they just do that to make sure it actually makes it around, wearing the wheels one at a time, one car at a time. Yeah, have a look at Infusion here. There's a lot of pipes. I don't know what that is. Well, it's a scaffold in it, but I thought they'd painted it. Oh, hang on, there's a bit down there. Yeah. There's a bit just on this turn here where it's the roughest. No, it's horrible. They've done a bit of paintwork there. But that's about it really from inside the park. Don't think there'll be anything we can see from the prom, but I'll take you up there anyway so we have a nice little look at the park skyline. Oh, here we go. I said there'll be no updates from the seafront, but as you can see, they've already put the footers in for the relocation of King Dakar that's coming to the seafront here at Pleasure Beach. Yeah. You can forget the big one. We'll have something twice as tall soon. Ready for opening weekend next week. They're shipping it over tomorrow. But no, honestly, can they please just blow that thing up? I'm tired of waiting. I just want it gone. I'm sick of going on Twitter every day and looking up King Dakar and seeing it still stood there. I've been waiting since November now. Just want it out of my sight. Don't want to think about that ride again, but yeah, hopefully the big one will be open for next weekend. I don't know how windy it's going to be. It doesn't look the best weather. But obviously it all depends on the wind, this ride. I've seen it a couple of times last year, Nearly Valley, on that section down there. I went on it once in September, October time, I think, and it very nearly rolled back. I am hoping for one of those rides again this year. It's very fun. I have known it to roll back a couple of times before. Actually, I've seen it, not in person but online. I've seen it roll back from the mid-course and get stuck next to the Big Blue. I've got to be honest, I really hope that happens to me one day. That is the extremely exciting thought. You got the South Pier over there, that's open, all the rides there. Guessing Crazy Coast is open too. I've not seen it go around yet, but got Slingshot going there. I might have to give Slingshot a go next weekend. I don't want to, and I've never wanted to, but it's over there, and I think we might have to give it a ride, unfortunately. Yeah, that's all from me here in Blackpool this weekend. Obviously back next weekend for opening day. I don't know how many vlogs I'll be up to doing there. I'll be a bit over the limit, let's say that. But yeah, I'll see you next weekend, but I'll also see you tomorrow. We're off to Pirate Takeover, for me the third time this week, but everyone's going to be there, everyone's going to be filming. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Please, South Pier, save the goddamn breakdance.